So let's solve some numericals on the basis of formulae which we have done. The formulae which we have done is H is equal to I square RT, and it is equal to V square upon RT, and it is also equal to VIT. And P is equal to I square R. P is also equal to V square upon R, and P is also equal to VI. So let us use these formulae. The first question is, an electric current of 4 ampere flows through a 12 ohm resistor. What is the rate at which heat is produced in the resistor? So you have to understand this rate at which heat energy is produced in the resistor. This means that we are talking about power. So let us use the formula. Now for using the formula, you must consider what is given to you. The first thing which is given to you is I is equal to 4 ampere and R is equal to 12 ohms. These two things are given to you. So which formula are we going to use? That is P is equal to I square R. So putting the values of I and R, we get P is equal to 4 square into 12, that is 192 watt. So now you will always consider that what is given to you. On the basis of that only you will make sure that which formula you are going to use in the numerical. Now next question. An electric motor operates on a 50 volt supply and draws a current of 12 ampere. If the motor yields a mechanical power of 150 watt, what is the percentage efficiency? We have to find out the percentage efficiency of the motor. Now let us see what is given to us. We are given with volt, that is your potential difference. We are also given your current, that is 12 ampere. Now input power, beta, to find out the efficiency, the formula which we are going to use is output power upon input power into 100. You will keep this formula in your mind. For efficiency, we will use the formula output power upon input power into 100. So first of all, we have to find out input power, and then we will find out output power and put the value in the equation. So input power is equal to V into I. Now here R is not given to us, so we cannot use the formula I square R, right? What is given to us? V and I. So the formula which we are going to use is VI. So VI is equal to 50 into 12, that is 600 watt. Output power is given to us already, that is 150 watt. Right, it yields a mechanical power of 150 watt. So output power is given to us, input power is 600 watt. Putting the powers in the formula of efficiency, that is output power is 150 into 100 divided by 600. So from here we will calculate the heat energy. Okay, now let us move to next numerical. An electric power station 100 megawatt transmits power to a distant load through long and thin cables. Which of the two modes of transmission would result in lesser power wastage? That is, what is power wastage? Power wastage is dissipation. Okay, so we are given two values, power dissipation of 20,000 volt or 200 volt. What we have to find out, which of the two modes of transmission will result in lesser power wastage. हमें ये देखना है कि कौन से आपके potential difference provide करने पर हमारी power wastage सबसे कम होगी, right? So I will repeat the question. An electric power station 100 megawatt transmits power to a distant load through long and thin cables. Which of the two modes of transmission would result in lesser power wastage? That is, power dissipation of 20,000 volt or power dissipation of 200 volt. So let us solve this formula. Always keep it in your mind that first of all we will find out resistance. Why? Because resistance remains constant. आपका जो कंडक्टर है उसकी resistance क्या रहेगी? Constant. अब इसमें हमें किसकी रेजिस्टेंस निकालनी है? वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ केबल्स. सो लेट आर बी द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन केबल्स. So what will be the power? Power is given to you, that is 100 megawatt, that is 100 into 10 raised by 6 watt. Now V1 is 20. We are having two cases. So first of all we are going to discuss first case, that is 20,000 volt. So V1 is equal to 20,000 volt. So what will be the current? I1 is equal to P upon V1. Power upon voltage. How do we get this formula? That is P is equal to VI. So putting all the values, we get current. This much current is flowing through these cables, that is 5000 ampere when the 20,000 volt is provided to the transmission cables. Now what will be the rate of dissipation at V1? That is power कितनी होगी V1 पर. अगर हम V1 potential difference provide करें तो कितनी power होगी? That is V into I. Now we will put the formula I square R. Why? Because we don't want to calculate the final results. We will just compare. We want to make our calculations easier, so we are going to use the formula I square R from here, because R will remain constant. So I square is 5000 square into R, so it comes out to be 25 into 10 raised by 6 R watt. Then the second case, that is V2. V2 के लिए the voltage which is given to us is 200 volt. So I2 will be 5 into 10 raised by 5 amperes. So what will be the power? That is rate of dissipation at V2. That will be I2 square into R. Putting the values, we get 25 into 10 raised by 10 R watt. You can see clearly that P1 is less than P2. तो rate of dissipation, that is heat loss, आपका energy loss will be less in case of 20,000 volt. Keep it in your mind. You don't have to find out the final results in every situation. That can make your equations complicated. Here we just remained to R. So our answer became easier. It was 25 into 10 raised by 6 R watt and 25 into 10 raised by 10 R watt. You can clearly compare two powers. P1 is less than P2. So 20,000 volt will have less dissipation of power. Now we move to our next question, that is we are going to solve the combinations. The resistance of each of the three wires shown in figure is 4 ohms. This combination of resistor is connected to a source of EMF E. The ammeter shows a reading of 1 ampere. Calculate the power dissipated in the circuit. What all is given to you? Resistances, right? Then the current is given to you. Ammeter is going to give you the value of current, and EMF is given to you. So first of all, let us see. We will find out the total resistance of the circuit. 4 and 4, these are in parallel, and this 4 is in series. So total resistance R will be equal to 4 into 4 R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. So it comes out to be 6 ohms, and current is given to you, that is 1 ampere. So power dissipated, what do you have to find out? You have to find out power dissipated. So you need two things, that is either you need VI or you need V square VR or IR. So you are having IR here, so the formula used will be I square R. Putting the values, we get 6 watt. So depending on the situation, depending on the values given to you, you will use the formula. Now the current is drawn from a cell of EMF E and internal resistance R connected to the network of resistors. Each of resistance R as shown in the figure. Obtain the expression for first, current drawn from the cell, and second, the power consumed in the network. So the question is that the circuit is connected to a cell of EMF E and internal resistance R. Further, the circuit is connected to how many resistances? 6 resistances, each of resistance small r. Right? So we have to find out, first of all, we have to find out the current drawn from the cell. And the second thing which we are going to find out is power consumed in the network. Consumed is also dissipated. So first of all, we are going to draw equivalent circuit, because we have to find out the equivalent resistance. अगर हम रेजिस्टेंस नहीं निकालेंगे बेटा, वी कैन नॉट सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज द वैल्यू ऑफ वी एंड आई आर नॉट गिवन टू अस. वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट दिस आर. सो वी विल ड्रॉ इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट, एंड you can see that these R's are in parallel to the internal circuit, and internal circuit these two R's are also parallel to each other. So across A और C के बीच में, let this point be C. So इन दोनों के बीच में हमारी जो रेजिस्टेंसेज हैं वो पैरेलल में हैं, और C और B के बीच में भी रेजिस्टेंस पैरेलल में है. and our outer resistances are also in parallel. So let us find out the total resistance R, that is middle arm. Let us say that total resistance will be RAC across these 2 points and then plus RCB. So what will be the parallel combinations result? That will be R upon 2 plus R upon 2, which comes out to be R. Right, so the total resistance of middle arm will be, because they are in parallel, so it will be 1 upon RAB, that is 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus 1 upon R. Why? Because AB के क्रॉस ये दोनों पैरेलल में है और ये बीच वाला भी क्या हो जाएगा, इन दोनों के पैरेलल में हो जाएगा मिडल आर्म. So it will come out to be 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus 1 upon R, and the total is 3 upon R. So R effective or equivalent resistance in the circuit RAB is R upon 3, and this resistance is in series with internal resistance of the source. जो ये source है इसकी internal resistance के साथ ये सारी resistance किस में है, series में है. So our equivalent resistance of whole circuit will be R upon 3 plus R, that is 4R upon 3. Now current is voltage upon potential difference upon resistance. So current from the cell will be, now here potential difference is EMF is E. So our formula will be I is equal to E upon R equivalent, and putting the value we get 3E upon 4R, which is the value of I. So this is our first part. Find out the current drawn. So current is 3E upon 4R. Now power consumed. Power consumed, we are having I, we are having R. So our formula will become, the formula which we are going to use is I square R. So putting the values of I and R, we get 3E upon 4R whole square into 4R upon 3. So the answer is 3E square upon 4R. So in this question, first of all, we draw equivalent circuit so that our calculations become easier to find out the resistance. First of all, we consider the middle arm, that is the point between point A and B, the middle arm, that is having a midpoint C. So we see that these two are parallel to each other and these two are parallel to each other. The combination, you get the equivalent resistance. So RAC will become R by 2 and RCB will become R by 2. Then we calculate the total resistance. Now there will be 3 resistances and these 3 resistances are in parallel to each other. So RAB will become R upon 3. Now this RAB is connected in series to this R. So we will consider this R also. We are not going to just ignore it because it is given to us in the question. So the total resistance will be the R equivalent. The total resistance of the circuit will be 4R upon 3. Then we find out the current and then we find out the power. In this way you are going to use the formula for power and heat dissipation to solve different combinations of appliances. And you can see which bulb will be brighter and which bulb will fuse first. You have to keep all these things in your mind. For now, this is all which we are going to study today. Thank you so much.